What up, Joe? What up, Joe? What's good? What is good? I'm not gonna hold y'all too long because, man, it feel good outside. But my wife got it freezing up in this crib, man. It's cold down here, so your boy's a little bit cold. But what up, though? Salute, salute. It's June 19th, 2023. What is up? What is up? What's up? I'm definitely gonna tap in today with this Zidoo news. All right, just some Zidoo news. I don't know if y'all been on the website, but I'll drop it in there for y'all just in case y'all. That way, if y'all want to check it out. But I'm kind of upset with Zidoo right now. I'm pretty upset. Let me see if this is this it. Yeah, this is it. Let me do this. Just in case y'all want to go over there and check it out for yourself. You know, I like to give y'all, some of the tools. What up, though? What is good? What's up, Miss Lady Sun Goddess? What is up? C. Oliver, Cornell. What up, though? Cordelia. What's up? Mike. What up, though? Quentin. What up, though? Q. Charles. What up, though? Rare Grooming. What up, though? What's good? Rare Grooming. Been a minute. But I definitely want to get over here. For some of y'all who may know, I'm big on Zidoo media devices, and let's get on in it right now. Let me see what I'm gonna do right here. I ain't mean to do that, so let me go back. All right, so let me go and share my screen right quick. Share screen, entire, bam. Make sure I ain't got nothing up that don't need to be up. Everything look clean to me. All right. So here it is right here. This is what we have. The Zidoo media streaming devices. All right. We have a bunch of them, but we got a couple new ones that are coming out. The Z20 and the Z9X Pro. All right. Those are the newest ones. But I went over here to Amazon before we even get started, and Amazon has pulled all the Z9X media streaming boxes and the Z10 Pros. All right. For some of y'all who may not know, the thing about it when they pulled them, which is very, very strange to me. I do it like this. I can show y'all better than I can do it. So let's do this right quick. If I add this, so if I go the Z10 Pros, this is a Z10 Pro right here. All right. So none of these are on Amazon. The Z9, the Z10 Pros, which look like this. Maybe we can get see what we got. This is the Z10 Pro, as you see right here. All right. These are no longer on Amazon. All right. They got the Dooms on here, but are totally gone. All right. Also, with that being said, let's do this. Let's go back and let's do the Z9X, which is right here. We'll go up in here right quick. Don't want to go. Hold up. Why is it not clicking? Are they discontinuing the Z9X? It won't even click on the Z9X. But let's see. Here we go right here. All right. For whatever reason, it wouldn't click on there. But here it is right here. This is the Z9X. Very, very nice device. Both of them pretty much do the same thing. It's just that one you can insert an internal drive, and this one you could do it externally. All right, but as I just showed you, even if you go on Amazon.com and you search Zidoo, the only thing come up is the remote, the UHD 3000, the Neo S4K, and you got where the other one at? I think it should be the Z1000 Pro. Unless that one gone as well. It might have got sold. That one is missing off of Amazon as well. Now, just over a week ago, I was seeing all of them on here. It might have been in the middle of last week. All of them was on here. The Z9X, Z10 Pro, and the Z1000. But nothing is on here, which is kind of crazy to me. But now, with the beauty of this on some of these devices are, you know, what you can do with this device right here. All right. So this is the old model. This is the Z9X. Also with the Z10 Pro. They pretty much all do the same thing, but I do want to show you something right here. This is the Z9X Pro. So this is the new device that is coming out. I think what they did, they pulled all of these right here. They pulled them and brought them back in, and I think this is where they're going. All right, they're just updating it, but check it out, guys. We got all the specs. It's running the Realtek, the processor right here, the 1619. So we're good on that. HDR10 Plus, 4K Ultra D, AV1, HDMI 2.1. So you got all the bells and whistles on here. Plus it's running Wi-Fi 6, Dolby Vision, you know, the mobile app, which is old. They always had the mobile app. They're going to give us an IR remote plus a Bluetooth remote running Bluetooth 5.2 Dolby audio, but we still got something that's going to be missing off this box. Again, everything looks good, but look at the back of it, guys. What do you not see? Look on the back of it. What do you not see? What up, though, everyone? What do you not see on here? All right, I'm gonna see if anybody can pull it up. All right, we're gonna see. HDMI in is correct. HDMI out is on there. The HDMI input is no longer on this device, which is a big bummer. I do not like that. I think this is what separated the Zidoo boxes from the rest. I kind of don't like that right there. Everything else I can work with the Gigabyte Ethernet port, USB 3.0. We already familiar with those. But this right here, the HDMI input only, I think they could have just left it right there. Don't know why they removed it, but it's a bummer. The same thing is going on with the Z20. Again, the Z20 just like the Z10, will come with a an insert. That way you can open up the door and insert this internal drive. Everything still the same, pretty much the same. It'll just give you two USB 2.0s on the front, a bay door for your drive. You see, it's coming with 4 gigs, guys. 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal. All right. And guess what? On this, they removed the HDMI input as well, which I do not like. That's a bummer right there. That is a bummer because, again, I just believe that they were recognized. They actually made other media devices step their game up. It feel good to actually insert another HDMI source into the device. Without the input, that means we will not. I'm assuming they probably took away the recording function. That's just my. That's my. I'm telling you that this is a bummer to me, and I think they made a huge mistake on this because one thing everybody loved about this device is being able to connect another HDMI source to it without having to get the remote control to the television and changing, input or sources. You can just do everything right off of this device right here. Again, but the thing is, you can go either route. You can get this version, the Z9X, right? You can get this version, or you can get this version. Either one of these, they will get the job done. Let me find the picture. They will get the job done. Pretty much the same device. This just has an extra bonus and things like that to it. But this is a bummer. This is a bummer that they're doing this. Why do they choose to do it? I don't know. You would think that they would have left that portion on there. This is totally a bummer right here. And I don't know if too many people are going to run to this device. I'm gonna get one just so y'all can see it. But I just think they lost a big major part of what made them successful in my eyes. The thing about it is, everything, HDR10, they updated everything, pretty much everything. Now, with this model, what am I on? The Z9X. It looked like the Z9X will still come with the older poster wall. All right. It looked like it'll come with the older one. But if you go to the Z10, the Z20 Pro, I think you would get the newer poster wall. Let's see. Oh, it's doing that as well. All right. So it's doing that as well. So it looked like they're keeping it pretty much the same. And I think this is they're on what? Home Theater 4.0. So it looked like they're using an old picture right here. But you see, the family right here is this device is really, meant for streaming, watching a good movie, home theater setup is really meant for that. But yeah, they call it the poster wall. I thought they would have probably just went on and just upgraded everything. But everything pretty much remained the same as far as video, other than they added HDR10 plus. It's cool and all of that, but and the application, yes, you can control your Zidoo just downloading the app. So if you misplace the remote control, you definitely can do it and then go from there. All right. But this is pretty much, I'm kind of upset, uh, you know, of what's going on. Now, the Dune, this one is already running the 1619 right here. So we go and look at the specs of this device. Let's see if they was to give us the Dune. I don't really like the Dune because I don't like the user interface. I like things that I can get to quickly. Uh, let me see. I thought they would have had just. Thought they would have had a specs chart down here, but I don't see a specs chart other than this right here, saying how much you weigh. But I'm not a Doom guy, so don't quote me on that. I'm definitely not a Doom guy. But this one is running the 1619 as well already. And pretty much everything, the 4K, 60, HDR10 plus, stuff like that. So it looked like Zidoo is trying to make that run, get everything. They are running Android 11. All right. They are running Android 11. And again, HDMI 2.1, 4K at 60 hertz, HDR, HDR10, HLG, HDR10 plus, Dolby Vision, 12-bit, BT 2020 wide color range. I always love the Zidoo colors, how you can make it look just stand out. But it is definitely what they got going on. I'm very bummed out on this right here. But again, the specs look awesome. You can always add memory to it, but the specs are awesome on here. Just giving you a little bit of RAM and stuff like that. Yep, the Dune definitely look. The Dune and the Zidoo are the same boxes. Yep. Nope. Yep. So I believe they are the same devices, just different, you know, companies. Basically, they pretty much the same. They definitely the same. But I just don't like the user interface of the Doom. Yep. Me personally, that's just my personal opinion. I don't like it. I like to be able to just simplify everything, just go to it and do it. I ain't trying to sit back and, guess and all of that stuff, like do all of that. Um, so again, this is definitely a bummer right here. Now that I done saw it. Some people like the Wi-Fi 6. All my streaming devices are hardwired, so I don't have to worry about that. But this right here is a bummer. This is a bummer. They basically replaced the HDMI with the USB 3.0. I don't like that. But it's one thing, yeah, I don't really like that. I think that's a bummer. In my opinion, I just believe that's a bummer. Yeah, the Dune is definitely old. I mean, it's just old. I mean, it's it does the same thing as the do, but it's an older user interface and things like that. I think they really need to update and simplify it, and get it. You know, it looked like it's like old programming software that they use. Now I haven't found Stephen. Nope, it's not available as of yet. Nope. Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, William, they just took them off. It had to be either late last week um, or mid last week, because just last week at this time, I was looking at them. I definitely was looking at them, and I was thinking about it. But I'm like, I don't even know if I would get one of these devices. Like, honestly, me with this device, and this is what I want to say. Like, I don't want to get the Android and all of that mixed up, because I just believe one of these, the Zoo, I mean, you can do everything is running Android. So you can put all of your applications and everything on there. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Like, it's really meant for you to put your content on there, meaning your movies. If I had a Zidoo, I would not be using Plex. Now, you can use Plex if you want. Me, I wouldn't do it, because you got Home Theater 4.0, and you can build your own library just like you can build your Plex. And I just believe that, if you want this to be the ultimate, you got to use premium applications. All right. You already got a premium app with Home Theater 4.0. If you're going to put your IPTV player on there, then I think you need to go premium, instead of, and have that bad boy work correctly and run good. I think this is going to be a nice device, but I'm definitely bummed over that one feature that they left off. I think that's a bummer. Now that we getting pictures and details and everything, and the only reason I came over here was because I went to Amazon and I was going to get one. I was going to get another one, and so right now this is slowing down my setup. Now, the thing about it, I don't mind shopping at eBay or nothing like that, but I definitely know how to use Amazon to my advantage. And some things you can get away with, on Amazon. And after 30 days or so, you know, uh, unless otherwise, stated, uh, you can't return. So, like, if something happened 3 months and it goes out, you usually can go to Amazon, order one, and swap. Man, it ain't working, and get away with it. But now, going through this, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that it's going to be interesting, really, when people actually really dig into this device. And the one feature that people really liked about it is no longer there. It's no longer there. So, again, we have to wait to see if they have the recording feature on there. I don't know. Zidoo is really not giving no detail of when they're releasing this bad boy. You know, I know in the past we heard, when they were releasing it or when they thought, but I think what I'm hearing, I done heard um, two different releases. I heard like later on this summer, like early fall, and then I heard next year. So I'm not for sure when they dropping. Things change all the time, but I can come over here and see. Let me see if I see anything. Let me see. And this is one of the forums right here. So I'm just trying to see. They don't mention anything. I don't see. I don't see anything on a release. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Without the HDMI in, it is a pass. And that's how I'm feeling right now, because I think we can still get away with using the Z10 Pro or the Z1000 or the Z9X. You know, um, all that. And let me go back. Let me see something right quick. Let me see something right quick. I'm gonna see something right quick. Let me go and the Z10 Pro. I just want to see something right quick, because I look at so many devices. So what it is, it does use the Z10 Pro does use the same chip as the 1619. So you're really not losing anything on that. I think what you might, I think the only difference, and let me do this right quick so y'all can see it. I add it to the stream. I think the only thing, um, it just doesn't have HDR10 plus. It got the HDR10. It doesn't have the 10 plus. But as far as the processor, here go the 1619 right here. So if we go over to, let me go back, and here it is right here. And let's put them back to back. All right, so when we go up in here, it's just what it is an upgrade in the RAM. So we good with that. It's already using the RTD 1619B PD. This one using the RTD 169DR. So it's a little bit different. Maybe that's because of the HDR10 plus. So we see that right here. All right, we see it. Matter of fact, let me see if they got it down here. Let me see if they got a model where they show everything. Oh, this one, the Z10 Plus does have HDR10 plus. All right, so I mean, it's really not a big difference, because it has Dolby Vision. And yeah, the Z10 Pro has HDR10 plus. I can't remember. And here it is. It looked like it's just a really probably a upgrade processor, right? You got the chip up in here. Let me see the GPU, ARM Mali G657. Let's see what we got over here. If they discuss it, I would probably have to go and actually pull up to the specs. Let me see. So they updated the RAM. We know that. The GPU seems like it got updated. Instead of DR, they got the BPD. Other than that, everything pretty much looked the same. Yep, it looks the same, man. Again, the processor right there. You got the processor right here. And I mean, AV1, HDMI 2.1, that is an upgrade to 2.1. And it has Wi-Fi 6. I do know the Z10 Pro does not have Wi-Fi 6. I'm like 100%. Everything else, it pretty much it has. It definitely has all the formats. All the formats, and it added what, AV1. That's pretty much it. Everything else pretty much is the same. So yeah, that might be a bummer for a lot of people. And of course they both got the Samba 1, 2, and 3. They definitely has that. If I scroll down here, should be coming up on it. Yep. So it's pretty much, it's only a couple things. The processor might be a little powerful. They added some RAM. They added the AV1, and I think that's really about it. That's really, and they eliminated the HDMI input, and they added Wi-Fi 6. So what? 4 things that they enhance. I don't know. I don't know. Huh? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But it's crazy. It is crazy. I think that's pretty much the biggest thing on this is, the Wi-Fi 6, AV1. They up the RAM, they up the processor on the GPU. I think that's pretty much, and they made, instead of it being grayish, they made look like they made it all black. So it's gonna be an all black metal compared to this right here. Um, I think that's the biggest thing right there. Uh, it's not gonna be that grayish. It's gonna be a dark black metal. So other than that, I think that's pretty much what it is, guys. Honestly, it is what it is. Again, it's kind of a bummer right there. I'm not a huge fan of this device right here. I'm a huge fan, but I'm not. The accessories that they gave us, I think that's a big bummer. I think this is not cool. Honestly, I would have rather for them to get rid of this. But then again, I understand because people. But this is older technology compared to the HDMI in. I think this ran its course right here. You plug these bad boys, you ain't gonna get that image like the HDMI will give you. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So it's a few things on here. Um, we can go from there, but that's pretty much it. I do want to talk to y'all. Yeah, Wi-Fi 6 upgrade. I'm not using. I mean, it might be significant to some people, but I'm not ever going to use Wi-Fi on my streaming devices. I'm not. I don't care if they make Wi-Fi 7, because again, there's Wi-Fi, and there can be a lot of interferences depending on what you have in your home. Um, I mean, people say it's faster and all of that. Me on my streaming devices, I'm never going to use it. Everybody else can use it, but it's not in my world. It's not important because I want a more stable. Even though they say Wi-Fi 6 is stable, I also had some video where people said that they were having problems. So one thing about it, I mean, it's significant to some others, but remember, I'll show you what I do have Wi-Fi 6 in my home, and I'll show it to you right now. I do have a router that actually carries. Hold up. Why didn't that go out? I do have a device that carries Wi-Fi 6. This one right here is pretty nice. So I done used it. and all of that. You know, played around with it, put it on Wi-Fi 6 on the on the queue on the queue. It seemed like it was a little faster and everything, but you know, I think in my world, I just want more stability because I know about interferences and depending on where you at, you know, and it could be because everything was positive because everything I had disconnected. For people who don't know, this is basically a travel router. All right. This is called a travel router. You can take this out of town with you. And what you can do, you can actually plug, like if you go into a hotel, you can actually plug theirs up, plug it in here, and then it gives you a couple of inputs, or you can make this, you know, you know, you can basically take their internet and make it wireless connected to this. It's very similar to where my other device. It's very similar to this, right? All right, very similar to the new Q. Uh, but some people who really need the speed, they want to be more secure. They get one of these travel routers. Yeah, but it plays pretty good. With these, now I done connected my iPad up to this one. I done connected my what you call it, my Microsoft tablet, but it's called something else. And it's right over here. Believe me, and I'll show it to y'all right quick. I done tested some things out on Wi-Fi 6. Hold up. Yeah, with when I had that router connected, I connected this bad boy. Some of y'all know. I don't even remember because I barely even used this. Because once I got my Chromebook, this went to the side. You see, I just wanted to test it out. You see, the plastic is still on here, but I just wanted to test it out just to make sure it was nice and right. But again, you know, I can hook up, you know, and this again, this is before I got my Chrome, my Samsung Chromebook, you know, upstairs. So, but pretty nice. Again, you see the Windows logo. I did test it out just to make sure, see how it ran, and it ran pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, it ran solid. But on my streaming devices, I'm never gonna go on Wi-Fi. But I do know why some people use it. In my situation, I don't have no problem, you know, with Wi-Fi 5. Everything on all my streaming devices, everything comes up. I don't get no buffering anyway. So yeah, the Surface. Yeah, that's what it is. You see, I barely even use it since I got that Samsung Chromebook upstairs. I was like, shoot, heck yeah. You know, I ain't got to deal with all the Windows, keep asking me to upgrade and all of that. But yeah, but you know, I don't know. Just right now, I wouldn't. I don't necessarily, but I have tested it out, and people, these are good. You can actually use this in your home. You can actually buy this bad boy, and it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. This travel router right here, you can actually get it, and if you get you a nice little switch, you can get you a nice little switch. Now if you got a huge big home, then you know, I'll say no. You probably want something that's gonna be powerful. But if you got, you know, you might stay in an apartment, you can actually run one of these, get you a modem, and get you right one of these, and you can run this. You can run your apartment off of this bad boy. And I think the cheapest I ever saw a travel router. I think I paid what 100 for it, but I know I done saw them less. And you can get the one with the Wi-Fi 6. All right. So here we is right here, and I'll show you some of them right here. All right. So this is the one that I got right here with the Wi-Fi 6. This is it right here. And you see it said purchase April 2023. No, I ain't purchased that. That should say 2022. I've been had this bad boy. Let me see something. I know it. I purchased this. I think this is wrong. I had this way before 20 April. I think this is kind of wrong right here. Cause it's what, June? I done had this device probably since like January. At least I thought February, maybe early March. I don't know, but I think this is wrong, to tell you the truth. But again, very solid though, and you can come in and connect it to a VPN service if that's what you want to do. But a lot of people use it for their gaming, their phones, everything. Some people even use it, for their connectivity to their cameras, all of that. And it uses a regular application where you can control everything. But yeah, if you in an apartment, you can run this. And there's people on YouTube that got this device, and instead of them going to get some big old super high powered router, they just use this right here. And it runs very, very well. But you got some on here that's a little bit different and stuff like that. But yeah. Yup. What up, though, CMG? What's good with you? You know you got Wi-Fi 6 on the road alley? What's up? Yep, he said, yeah, I only hardwire my devices, but my iPad, iPhone are super fast when my Euro Wi-Fi 6 mesh. Heck yeah. See, I don't even use like I said, I guess I ain't got no problem though. I don't know. My Wi-Fi, that Wi-Fi 5 be working just as good. I may have to go ahead and check. But like I said, I got a device, and to me, I really didn't see the difference. And I hardwired my device, and I went Wi-Fi 6. I mean, I don't know. I would have to really check it. I would definitely have to check. Yeah, Jeremy. I mean, they pretty cool. Really, if you travel a lot, when you're traveling, and again, it gives you the same applications such as your router that you may have at home. You get the same similar app, and you can just use it. It's pretty solid. What up, though, Thunder? And Daria, what up, though? What up, though? You say, let's talk later after the show about Wi-Fi 6. I got you. Superfly. What it do? What's good? Hope all is well. What up, though, Tim? What it do? What's up, Sammy? What's going on? Ziggy, what up, though? I ain't see everybody coming up in here. Dub, Brad, what up, though? Yup. But again, what time is it? 7:52. I do want to tell y'all a story, guys. In my area, I'm fortunate to have 3 companies, right? 3 companies, 2 broadbands, and whatever AT&T. AT&T is what? A communications company. All of them, you can get internet, you can get phone, you can get video service from them. For people who may not know, for unlimited, I was paying like $117 a month for unlimited data. All right, for unlimited data. Now, again, I got Spectrum, I got Wow cable, and I got AT&T, so I can go either one, right? Well, Spectrum, I'm with Wow, right? Well, I was with Wow, right? And I contacted them. I said, "Hey, man, look, Spectrum is sending me some ads where, they sending me some ads where they trying to give me internet 500 gigabytes for $50, right?" And I said, "Well, can you beat it?" Old girl said, "Well, let me check, this and that and this." So she said, "Well, no, well, the best I can do is like 95." I'm like, "That's it?" She said, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Well, I think I'm gonna have to make a change, because again, I'm paying for 500, and I'm still gonna be paying over $100. Well, um, um, uh, so I waited a couple weeks because I really like Wow, right? Never had no hiccups with Wow, never. I think out of the 5 years I had, there might have been one outage. It might have been one outage. Usually, if it was an outage on their end, but usually if there was something else going on, it wasn't their fault. It could have been electrical. We might have had a little brownout or whatever in our area when a bad storm came through. But only out of the 4 or 5 years that I had them, uh, only one outage. And it's people that go through outages. If you spit on the grass, their internet, their power is going out. So I went up to Spectrum. Spectrum, like, yeah, we'd gladly switch you over, right? And so I went on and signed up. So this week came in, right? They came in, installed, hooked me up, right? And then I went back, uh, after the guy went in. I called to get Wow disconnected. Now, look, I'm with Wow. I went to Spectrum, so now I'm on the Spectrum side. Um, I told them, I think I went with the 1 gig for $69. Or was yeah, $69. So I went with that instead of the 500. But then they gave me a gig and then only gave me 20 on the upload. Now my upload speed with Wow was like 55, right? So now I went up, but I'm losing on my upload. So I call Wow to disconnect. All right. And I say, yeah, man, I'm just calling. I want to discontinue the service because I'm with Spectrum. And he said, "Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, if you got kids, please remove them because I got to be authentic. All right. Please remove them. All right. Please." Um, and he said, "Man, I'm sorry to hear that." He said, "Well, why are you leaving?" I said, "Well, yeah, well, I called and Spectrum had a deal, 500 gigs for $50." And he said, "Okay." He's like, "Dang, 500?" And he said, "Well, can you hold on a second, right?" And so I held on. And he came back. He said, "Man, look, you've been with us too long. We want you to stay a customer." And he said, "Look, let me make you an offer. Let me offer you a gig." He said, "Let me offer you a gig. Not only that, I'm gonna keep it at $50." Right? Now remind you, I already switched over to Spectrum. I'm like, "Are you serious?" He say, "Yeah." He say, "Yes, sir." He say, um, He said, "Do you think you're still connected to WoW?" And I'm like, I say, "Well, no, no." He say, "Are the lines still together with WoW?" And he say, "Do you have a pair of pliers?" Right? And I say, "Yeah." He say, he say, he say the ground block everything outside in the same area. I say, "Yeah, they got them in one of them little boxes on the house." He said, "I need you to go out there and remove their shit and plug us back up." So I'm laughing, right? I'm laughing. I'm like, "What?" He say, "Listen." He say, "Fuck them. You coming back to us." Now, now, as you know, they re-recording this. He say, "Listen, they told us to be straight up with the clients. I'm being straight up with them. If you got some pliers, go out there to that ground block and switch over right now. While you doing that, I'm going to be switching you over and getting you a gig. You're going to be paying. You're going to be getting 1 gig, and you're gonna keep your 50 plus on the upload. So 1 gig on the download, 50 on the upload, and that's $50." He say, "So I'm saving you." He say, "Because if you go with them, I'm going to save you $20 more." He say, "Now you was paying 117 for unlimited." He say, "We are unlimited. There's no data cap. We're gonna keep it that way, and you're gonna just stay with us, right?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, bet." And I told him, I said, "All right, man, no data cap, right?" He said, "Yeah, no data cap." I say, "Well, bet." And so I got to call Bright House up and tell them they can go on back up to the pole and disconnect. I go on here and pay that little extra fee and then go from there. But it's just crazy. In some of the places where we're at, we get to allow them to go against each other, and that's how you should play it. So if you got two or more companies, look, one thing about me, I do not sign no 1 year contract, no two. I don't do none of that. I don't do that because I don't want to be trapped in something. Just give me the monthly and we go from there. Uh, and which he did, and we've been good. I'm good now. I just got to call them. This was what, Saturday afternoon. I forgot to call them yesterday, so I'm gonna call them after the show. So the whole thing of me sharing this story with you, if you got multiple companies, first of all, try not to go with a contract if you can. But I understand if you have to, cool. Just remember your end date. Also, make them work against each other. See who has the best service. Do I need a gigabyte a download? Absolutely not. I do not need a gigabyte. Honestly, I can get away with 100 megabytes. Um, honestly, that's pretty much what it is. You can get away with 100 megs, you know, um, and still be good. But just because the guy was like, "Hey, look, go out there and disconnect that shit." When he said that, I was like, "Oh man." I say, "He my type of guy." And I just had to make sure. I say, "So it's unlimited, right? Because I don't need this to be no data cap or saying I get this certain amount." He say, "No, no, no, no. Everything is unlimited." So I'm like, "Bet." I went out there, disconnected Spectrum, plug Wild back in. He hit the modem. Everything came up like that, and that's how it was. I don't sign contracts. I do not sign contracts. Never, never, ever. Even when I first went with Wild, I think before they came with this data, because when Wild was here, they was like, "Yeah, unlimited, unlimited." And then during the pandemic or whatever it was, they came up off the data cap. And so, they came off that free unlimited data cap, and then they were like, "Yeah, you only supposed to get this much." And so when I went unlimited, I went from like $80, 89 to like 117, 115, 16, 17 a month for unlimited. Now I done save what, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, what, $70, roughly $70 I done saved just from making that call and saying, look, I made the switch. And dude was like, no, we switching you back. He said, and just that, just making them go against each other, that's what you have to do as a consumer. Really, if you have, multiple ones. Now, in the city of Detroit, Comcast pretty much running. You got AT&T. AT&T is not all that. They're not going to run. I ain't gonna say that. In many areas in Detroit, they are not going to run fiber. So them guys are unable to get up there anyway. Like in them I'm talking about in the city of Detroit. I mean talking about metro suburb in the city of Detroit. In the unless you stay like, in the good areas where they got the mansions, because yes, Detroit does have homes, big homes, mansions. They don't show y'all that part. They don't show that. They just show you the hood. But Detroit has a few places that's in the inner city where they have nothing but big homes, mini mansions, and also mansions. All right, they have them. They have a lot of them with homes, very, very nice, very good areas that are like 3,000 square foot, 3,500, 4,000 square foot, and stuff like that. But the media is not going to show that. They only going to show you the rough areas. Um, but you got to make these companies, you know, um, fight for your business, And that dude, he said, "Look, I know they probably recording me, but they told us to be authentic. I'm being authentic, you know. Yeah, you go out there, get your pliers, and that's all I did. I know how to do it anyway. I just disconnected and put their wire back in, and he redid his thing on the back end, hit my modem, and I went to go and check the speed. The speed got up to like 910. My upload was at like 55, like it usually be around there. So yeah, it's pretty good. You just have to make them fight for your business. And where I stay, they must fight for our business. You know, because if you only got one, which is the big mega like Comcast, right, and then you got AT&T. Yeah, some people gonna go with AT&T because it is cheaper. But to me, it's like Comcast is like hardwired. AT&T is like Wi-Fi. It's like a hit and miss. I know some people that got AT&T, and they just, it's terrible, But they don't want to spend Comcast because Comcast ain't no competition up on them poles. So we gonna charge you. They're not gonna give you the deal. Like I guarantee that somebody was up in Detroit right now, like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about going to AT&T. Yeah, they promised me this. They already know what you can get with AT&T. They know it, and you just have to, if they be like, no, you ain't getting no gig from them, go ahead. All right, we sorry to lose you. You'll be back, and that's just how it is. So you got to know your equipment. Like myself, again, and one thing about Bright House, well, Spectrum, not Bright House. The guys was telling me, oh, well, you got to use our equipment because your modem may not get a gig. I say, shoot, I ain't saw too many modems get a gig, even though they capable of it. It always been 800-900. I haven't saw one. I think I only saw like 2 YouTube where it actually went over 1,000. Um, you know, but I haven't saw anybody like mine's 900 and something like that. But they were trying to tell me. I said, no, the modem that I have goes up to 1.4 gigabytes. And the guy was like, are you sure? Because our equipment definitely will get it. I said, I don't need your equipment. Because again, they want to put the equipment in your home so they can charge you rental fees. And I had to let them know, listen, I got a modem. Yeah, but is it DOCSIS 3.1? I don't need DOCSIS 3.1 at this time. I got DOCSIS 3.0 and it works just fine. They try to throw them numbers. Yeah, you need DOCSIS 3.1. And after sitting there educating, and that's where they train these people. Even when I went into Spectrum, they train these people. Oh, well, are you sure? Because I don't see that modem on the list. The SB6190, Aries SB model SB6190. Oh, it's not on our list, so I don't know if it'll get it. Yeah, well, go on. You got Google, right? You can get on the internet, right? Go on, Google that. You'll see it for yourself. Look at the specs. And they went in there. The young lady Googled. She like, oh yeah, yeah, it does say that. I don't know why they don't have it on the list. Yeah, they're gonna shortlist because the goal is to get the equipment in a customer's home so y'all can charge them rental fees. So that's what it's all about. And so it's good. Listen, when you get your equipment, know everything about it. Know how much, when you get a modem that goes past a gig. Like mine's go to 1.4. I done had my modem probably about 5 years now. So if you get a modem today, you might want to say, hey, I want one that go up to 2.5 gigs. So it's future proof. And that's how you want it. Don't get nothing that says, uh, you know, uh, 1 gig or 600, unless that's in your budget. You always want to go future proof. That way, just in case, you can go ahead and get it. Because what they were doing with me, I would have been paying more for the same service and in download speed, but upload I was actually losing going with Spectrum. So I just got to give them a call and then go from there and say, hey, I need to cancel that. And then go from there. But I just wanted to share that with you. You got to know, guys, just like I tell you, know your download speed you're paying for, know your upload speed. It's very important. Know if you got your own equipment, know your equipment. Know it. Know how much you can get on a download. Know how much you can get on the upload. Know your equipment. Because they will try to throw one and say, oh, that don't work. Nah, I know my equipment. I don't need none of your equipment. And then again, when you have your own equipment, especially your router, all right, get your modem and get you a router, but especially your router, because if you use their router, they can still lock you out and they can still see exactly what you're doing on your router. And that's something you do not want them to know what you're doing, and all of that. They don't need all of that. Even though they say, oh, this is secure, and they give you a password that's, 24 characters. Forget that. What we do over here, we're gonna build our own. You can get your own modem, get your own router, set up your own network. Don't have them set up a network because you start hooking stuff up and now they up in there being nosy. You might as well give them the key to your house and let them come in anytime they want to. And so the whole point of this, make sure you know your equipment, know your speed numbers, and just research. That way they can't throw one past you and have you spending extra money. They sit back and be like, oh, you rent this will be free rental. Nah, I don't need your free rental. I know what it is. So Jeremy say, yo, I got the SB 8200. That's what's up. That is what's up. Yeah. I'm trying to see. Dale, she said, I think a lot of times it all depends on who you get on your phone. Some people just want to get you by the book. But with me, I just go up the ladder, even to corporate. Absolutely. And that's a good point, though, because sometimes you got to say, you know what? I don't want to speak with you. I want to, let me get your supervisor. The thing about me, I can talk to someone. We have a wild station here where we can go in and pay the bill, and I can go up in there and let them know of my displeasure of the service. And we got Spectrum. Now, AT&T, I think you got to call them. I don't know any other building where you can go in and pay. But, yeah, it's good to have them centers to say, I need to talk to someone. Also, guys, look at your, I don't know about y'all state laws. I know in Michigan, we can record conversation. So, like without your knowledge, like it's the law. We can record you without you even knowing. Well, they recording us, right? They record us. Hey, just to let you know, I just don't know y'all state laws. I'm only talking about Michigan, but know your laws. Record them when you're on your smartphone. Record them. Record them. That way, if you sit back and go up in one of them centers, or you talking to somebody, you can, send them the file or let them hear the file. Listen, this is what this man told me. Now you got to honor this, you know, and they gonna call their people who gonna, and it's gonna go higher up the corporate ladder, and guess who's gonna win? Because they don't want you going to the news, and they definitely don't want you getting on the internet, especially Twitter, bashing them. That's a no-no. They do not want that. And so you got to just use them tactics and, make it work for you. But at the end of the day, know your equipment that you have on hand, know everything. What up, though, Tim? I'm going up these. I see you up in this joint. What up, though? But anyway, guys, Vincent say, yo, when you pay your money, you can go as high as you want. Absolutely. Antoine say, what's the difference between RAM File Hub and a travel router? That's a great question. So you're talking about these right here. Both of them, you can pretty much do the same thing, right? Even with the RAV4, I'll tell you a bonus that the RAV4 has. The RAV4 would charge your phone. The RAV4, while you in the office, on a plane, at a bus stop, at McDonald's, you can use this bad boy to actually carry your content. You can send information back and forth using this, and it's just easy. So if you're on a plane, you have nothing to connect to this bad boy, right? You need power to run this. Well, with the RAV, you can charge this. Like you charge this bad boy, and you can just take it with you. You can put one thing about it, and I want to say this one. I know in some travel routers, I think they got SDs on here. This one only has a USB slot. All right there. But I think in some of the more expensive ones, they got SDs. Well, with this one, you can go Ethernet, you can charge your phone, and you can hook up in this, flash drive, external hard drive. Not only that, you got your SD card. Don't need to be plugged in, because it's basically like a power bank. And again, it is it ain't no basically, it is a power bank, so you can charge your phone and everything like this. This one, you're gonna need some power. All right. So that one is portable, right? One, you definitely gonna need some power, and you can connect, but they pretty much do the same thing. They're both routers. Look, only thing about this one, once you plug in, once you connect, this is going to only give you Wi-Fi access. This one, you can go Wi-Fi and you can go hardwired. Oh, I got to turn backwards. You can go hardwired or Wi-Fi. In some of them, they give you Wi-Fi 6. This is not going to give you Wi-Fi 6. You're just going to get the basic Wi-Fi 2.4 or 5G. This one, definitely you can go Wi-Fi 6. It'll go dual Wi-Fi as well. But it's just that this one is portable. So also a benefit of this, say if it's 5 of y'all going on the trip, you get a flash drive, right? You get a flash drive with a bunch of content, movies, TV shows, and everything, right? You can plug this bad boy in. You can plug it in and give everybody the code to get up in here and everybody can watch whatever they want to watch on their phone, on their tablet, using their application on this bad boy. So it's pretty cool. I mean, they both, you can hardwire. It's just that this one is going to give you Wi-Fi only. You can go Wi-Fi or hardwire with that one. But the bonus a lot of people use this is because when they're taking a long trip, your your wife, your husband may not want to watch what you want to watch. You might not want to watch what they want to watch. But you have the power to sit back and pick out any content up to 5 people, up to 5 people only. Now you can do that on this as well, but again, you need power. Where you gonna plug it up to? That's gonna be a whole nother device that you're gonna have to bring with you while you're on the plane. You're gonna have all type of stuff connected all up there. Forget that. Forget that. Just go and get you one of these, and then go from there. But both of them have their benefits. It's just up to you what you're doing, Antoine. That's all it comes down to. What are you trying to do? What you want to do? And but if I'm going on the plane, I'm taking this. I'm taking this. You know, that's what I'm doing personally. To be honest, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and then enjoy it, you know. And again, give whoever with me, give them the option to watch whatever they want to watch. Really on one of them flights that be 3, 4, 5 hours. So you can watch a lot of that. You can watch a couple of movies on that flight. But it just give everybody the option. So this is cool. I think both of them beneficial. But like if you straight up traveling for business, you know, you want a more secure network, you can go with this because this is going to give it to you right here. This will give you a secure network, but it's going to be limitations because you might not want to go Wi-Fi. You might want a better secure speed by just plugging into the router and then just doing everything from there. You can do that as well. So it's just fun, man. We can talk about it more tomorrow. Maybe I'll go ahead, connect this back up, and then see how I go, and then go from there. But it's pretty fun though what you can do with these type of devices. Again, this is a new Q. You can find this on YouTube, and then you got travel routers. All right, they both have a benefit. You know, both of them work. And again, if you're in a apartment, you can use this. Can be your router right here. You can go ahead and get a router, and depending on your internet speed, yes, you can do the same thing. There are some people that got YouTube that games off of this bad boy right here. They have this in their dorm room and everything, and they game. They got their PS5 and Xbox connected to this bad boy, and they actually game. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's powerful enough, absolutely. And you can take it anywhere. So if you're going out of town, you can just pick your router up and take it with you and go from there. And when you get in the hotel, take that Ethernet cord, plug it in, take another Ethernet cord, and you can plug it into their TV so you can be on the same. That can be good. And then you can plug in. And then the thing about it, you can encrypt. You have the capability when you're using this, you can encrypt the signal. That way, nobody's collecting your data. So it gives you plenty of benefits. We can talk about it though, plenty of benefits, but I use it from time to time. The reason I got this, and I know I got this in February, or did I? You know what? I think, you know what happened? I think I ordered one, but then I saw that they had Wi-Fi 6. So that is right, because I remember sending one back. I used the travel router and it worked and everything, but I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna get the one with the Wi-Fi 6 because I wanted to see what was the big thing about Wi-Fi 6 using it like on a device that can connect. And I mean, I didn't have any hiccups. Honestly, to be honest, I didn't have any hiccups. So I don't know. In my home, I don't know. I don't know. My home is not no big, super huge home. So I don't know. Yeah, what's up, Miss Lady Son? Gotta say, Dale, I like the travel router. Might get it to use if I have evacuate. I mean, it's good. That's all you need is a source, your modem and everything. But the travel router, yeah, if you have to bus up and you want to carry some things with you, this is the route to go. Honestly, this one right here, because you can put this bad boy in your purse, you can throw it in your pocket, everything like that. So, and you can, like I said, to give people access to your content. Even if you have to evacuate, you still got it. Or if you go somewhere, if you're going somewhere, you have to evacuate, and you're going into a hotel and you want something more secure, encrypted, you can use this. Plus, they got the VPNs built in that you can use as well. So it's pretty solid, honestly. Both of them will do, but I understand, like you say, if you got to evacuate, you can use this. I don't know why I caught the hiccups. Yep. So, any questions for me before we get up out of here? And that was a great question right there, Antoine. Hopefully, Antoine, let me know if you understand it or not. Like Vincent say, hey, when you pay your money, you can go as high as you want. Absolutely. Say, did you get the Raleigh Alley, and do you have the Steam Deck? I know you got the Logitech. No, because I'm not a big gamer like that, so I didn't get the Steam Deck. Um, and I definitely ain't got the Raw, but I still got my Logitech, that bad boy upstairs. No, I brung it down here. Because every now and then I play my little retro games. Like I got my Pac-Man over there. I got my Miss Pac-Man over there. But sometimes, I take it with me, and like on the weekend, as I'm sitting there waiting, I'll pull it out. I'm a retro guy. I love the retro games. Some of these other games just too intense, and I don't even have the patience. I don't even have the time. But I don't think I'm getting it. If that was the case, I would have got the Steam, but I ain't get the Steam either. I'm good with the Logitech. Is just take it on the road and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get it for my son. My sons be playing them high end games. I don't. Yup, I don't. My son, maybe I'll get it for my son or something for Christmas or something. Cause they be playing that stuff. I don't. I definitely don't. Thanks, Vincent. Thank you. Yup. So, yep. And Sobro said it. Yeah. He said the File Hub has an app for your phone, and the travel router has a web address, just like any other router. Absolutely. You about to go? All right. You said, yes, sir. Thank you, but this is off subject. The device you use for Google Voice, it said when we have to pay a monthly fee. Who said that? For Google Voice? Google Voice, you said, but the device you use for Google Voice, it said we have to pay a monthly fee. What device? All you doing is using the device for VoIP. Yup. I don't know. I never heard of that because Google Voice is free. That one device is and for people who may not know, I'll go on here right now. Uh it shouldn't be no monthly fee. What's the name of that device? I'm gonna just do this. So here it is right here. Now the thing about this device, mine's is here you go right here. It shouldn't be no monthly fee. This is what you're talking about right here. It definitely should not be a monthly fee. And let me see. I'm gonna just go down here and let me type monthly, right? Say, why is it not typing? Monthly. They ain't giving me no information. This is the device I have. This is only going to turn your because in the back of this bad boy, you hook it up to your Ethernet. It shouldn't be a monthly charge for this. This should be the only thing you pay for, and then you use Google Voice. But I don't know if there is something, you know, you know, I don't know if it's uh, something else. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I can't believe that they had charged you. It got to be something else going on, Antoine. It has to be something else going on. Yep, it has to be something else going on. Coming down, say so the travel out is locked. Yeah, that it shouldn't be asking you for a charge. You say thanks, one for the plane, the other for the hotel. No, both of them is for. You can use both of them for a hotel. You can use both of them for a hotel. I used it for a hotel. Yep, you can use both of them for a hotel. But one with the travel router, just like a router, you use a URL that they give you, which you will probably know. But yeah, you can connect this bad boy up to you can connect it and then use the app. You can use the app to actually present it. So yeah, you can use it. I don't know, E. I couldn't even tell you. You might. You might. Dale, would a landline work without power? No, no, not in this case. Because once you lose power, you lose everything. Your router, that Polycom connects to your the Polycom connects to your router. So if you lose power, that's a wrap. So what you will have to have, because your internet usually even if you lose power, you can still have internet service or vice versa. So you're probably gonna have to have a UPS backup. Yep, you guys use PS backup. Yep. But yeah, to this point, yeah, you can use both of them in a hotel. You just make sure when you have this one right here, you have your app. So you can connect it. You could definitely connect it. But if you probably for some encryption and all of that, I would probably go more for the travel router because you could do a little bit. You could do a little bit more with this one. You can do a little bit more with that one. But you can listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. I went on the forum on this one. The things that them people be doing with this device right here, some of the man, listen, the things that they were doing with this one um was amazing. And I think I was on, was it in, it was with Reddit. It was uh they had this bad boy. They went in I'm trying to think because it's been so long. You're gonna have to use the app, but this one gonna come with the app. So it'll give you an app just like a router app. But this one also you can use, if I'm not mistaken, and hold up. Hey, I'm about to knock everything out. Hold up. Why is this? Got this bad. Oh, there we go. This one right here. Um, Again, when you're talking encryption and all of that, you're doing some things. This is probably the one you want to use the most. Yep. But again, it's really up to y'all what y'all want to do. Honestly, I can't control it. Uh, but just know, I would say a lot of the business people use this one the most. All right, because you can connect it and stuff like that. One, this one you can connect it to a source. Um, you can connect it. So basically, if you had this, you can connect this one and to my router, right? You can connect this. You can connect this through the router, and then plug this directly into your directly into your device or your computer and things like that. So you can do that as well. Uh, Both of them, it just depends what you want or not. It just really depends on that what you want to do. But you can connect this bad boy up and then take it out. The beauty of this is that you don't need internet to use this bad boy. That's the biggest thing with this device. In order to watch your content or you want to watch something on the plane, then I would tell you to go with this one. But you can take this with you and open up the application and connect this to a, like, say if you was to come over here and you connect to my network, and then you can just go ahead and plug it in. But there's another device, another source that I saw one dude actually do. I think it was on Reddit, if I'm not mistaken, because you could definitely connect the source up, and then that way you're not on Wi-Fi. You just have to. Both of them will connect to a network. Yep. So you can connect to a network. It just really, really. This one is what they use to take with them on a plane. Because I'm telling you now, even though people I done heard it a lot, people get on a plane, they done paid for Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi doesn't work correctly, and now they can't watch their content. So it's just really up to y'all what you want to do with it. But both of them will connect to a network. Um, you know, you just have to go in there and connect them together. And that way, if you want to plug it into a streaming device instead of using the Wi-Fi, whatever, because remember, it gives out 2.4 and 5 gigs. This device right here gives out, Wi-Fi. It gives out Wi-Fi. This one gives out Wi-Fi as well. All right. Or you can hardwire it. But also you can hardwire this one as well. So it's just all about you connecting to a network, and then you can go from there. And here it is again, and it's because I used it. So with this one, but if I was to travel and I need to watch my content, I would probably take this one. But if I'm on a business trip, I'm strictly business, and I need to go to like McDonald's, and I could plug this up, get my computer out, my laptop or whatever, connect to this bad boy. Yeah, you can do that as well, and then set up. But this one has a Ethernet port too. So whenever you connect to somebody's network, you can come out and you can be hardwired. So you'll have them more secure instead of being on Wi-Fi. So that's pretty much how it is. But again, do your own research. That way you know exactly what you want. But both of them can get you by. It's just one has a little bit more bells and whistles than the other one, depending on what you want and what you like. So that's all it is. Yeah. So it's really, that's what it all comes down to. Other than that, guys, and any more questions? Any more questions? And Antoine, I don't know. I don't know why they trying to charge you. I never heard nobody being charged to use Google Voice. Google Voice is free. Yup. Yeah, some people still use regular landlines. Um, I don't know. I haven't used a landline in so long. I've been on Google Voice for shoot, definitely probably about 6 years, 7 years now, I think. So I don't know. I don't know. But hopefully you learned something today. Hopefully, uh, if you need me again, y'all need me to talk about something. If you want to get into these two products, we can go deeper in them. Talk about them. Again, I use both of them. And they pretty solid. They don't just sit here. I definitely, I might use this one the most though, because again, just riding when we doing long trips and stuff like that. I can carry it with me, um, and just go into it. Again, this is more. If you want to get on a plane, I would definitely want to go with that one. If you going on a, but honestly, it just really comes down to what you want. Honestly, to be honest, what you're using it for. Because some people gonna say, "Shoot, I can just connect to my router," and that, yes, you can connect to your router from anywhere. But if you don't have no signal, then what? With this bad boy next to you, you always gonna be able to connect to this bad boy because it's right next to your phone. And it will connect, and you can watch your content and all that. Unless you just totally and lose power, lose signal, then it is what it is. Um, I Yeah, it is what it is. But do your homework though. Do your research and see exactly what you need these for. Look at some videos, um, and then go from there. They both have. I just think this one have a little bit more bells and whistles because you can encrypt and all of that compared to like this one. This one is straightforward, but they both work. But this is the one you probably gonna use the most, to be serious. But you can also use that one to be at home. Really, if you stand in an apartment, a nice little apartment, and you don't want to go out there and spend those six, about $400 or $500. These bad boys are pretty solid. All right, what up, Mike? Uh, Great show, Dale. Hope to hear from you soon. Yes, yes, I'm going upstairs, so I got to get to you and a couple other people. Line, Google Voice, uh, Line and Google Voice, since you introduced me, Super Dale. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't have a landline. Don't need it anymore. I'm straight up Google Voice, or you can catch me on the smartphone. Also, with Google Voice, you can actually have Google Voice on your cell phone. So that's another discussion we can have. That way, you can give all your people outside your family for business. They can come calling using your Google Voice on your smartphone. All right. So don't forget that one either. A lot of people actually use that feature, um, and then go from there. Uh, all right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, handle some business. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. Superdell, I may go live tomorrow. Make sure you keep them notifications on. Also, again, guys, if you didn't know, I did do a video on how to send files from your computer to your NVIDIA Shield. Check that out. A lot of people didn't even know because YouTube did not send out notifications. Everybody just pretty much know that, Monday and Fridays. But every now and then I definitely go live. But with that being said, Zidoo kind of made me upset, but I still may get the device just to test it out and see what it's about, and then go from there. Salute to y'all. Be safe out there. This is Superdell. I am signing out this joint. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace, guys.